Hi guys, Wayne's Butler here. Well, I know it's been a bit since I did a video, actually a lot of bits. Actually, let's first start off by saying I do have a secret project that I am working on with another collector. It's about all I'm going to say at this time. More to come on that topic, but like I said, I haven't done a video in a while, and I figured, well, I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of people commenting on this topic in other people's videos and in the comment sections that I'm getting a lot of PMs about it, so I figured I was trying to avoid doing a video on this because I'm really out of my element and I'm not really good at judging things and doing reviews on movies and stuff like that. But there's everybody out there who knows me and knows my channel that you know, Batman's pretty big part of my life, so I figured, you know, what an opportunity here to do a video, so I'm going to do it. Now, I don't really know, as far as the PM goes, I don't really know why people want to know my opinion, but I do have one. So, without further ado, I want to welcome everybody here to the first school of Batman. And on the chalkboard today, as we all know, this picture. Your teacher is Professor Butler, and we're going to talk about this figure, or more importantly, this picture. First impression was when I seen this picture was, the first thing that jumped out at me was the Begin suit, which brought a tear to my eye because I really like the Begin suit a little bit. Now, if you look up here in the you know, the upper chest here, and down in the arms here, and just the way the overall look of the suit, it's very Batman Beginish in my opinion. The arm's a little bit bulky. It looks like, when you really look at this bicep here, it looks like he's been working out, actually to the point where, and I'm probably wrong, but just looking at this, that looks like a juiced muscle. Looks like this boy's been on steroids. Now, I'm probably way off base in saying that, and I apologize if that offends anybody, but I mean, unless the suit is padded or sculpted in some way, which is quite possible, there's obviously going to be some sculpting in the suit, but it does look like it's fairly tight, so I am fairly impressed with that bicep. And you get down into the gauntlets. Now the problem with this picture, it actually looked like it's black and white. So the colors of things, I think it was done on purpose because they want to keep some surprise. So a lot of it's blurry. I've actually tried to brighten it up here so you can see it, you know, a little better on the camera. You get into the gauntlet here, it's, you know, it's a little bit blurry. You can't really see. It looks like it's got some ribs in it. Very organic looking, just at first blush here, just by looking at it. You can't really see the blades. I actually prefer gauntlets with fairly large blades. Looks like it's, you know, you can't really see the gloves, and you can't really see the legs or anything, but I'm assuming it's a shortless suit, you know, like the Begins or the Dark Knight suit. That's what it appears. I don't really know. You know, I love the pouches on it. I actually do like the bat symbol. Again, it's a very Batman Beginish, but again, it's very original. And that's one really major issue with me when it comes not only Batman suits, but Spider-Man or any superhero suit. There's a group of people out there who really are determined or really want them to match the comics. They basically want to see the comics on film. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, and it's really a personal taste kind of thing, but for me, because I'm not a big comic book guy, I prefer when when studios take the essence of the character and reinvent it visually. You know what I mean? There's obviously some certain tag notes that you're going to follow, you know, with Batman, with his mother and father dying. You're obviously going to follow, you know, the rough grid work or the framework of Batman, but I don't like when they carbon copy a comic book. Now, I know a lot of people talked about the suit was, you know, initially some of those pictures that we got, some of them actually looked like they were photoshopped. You know, it had a very hushed look to it. Even it does have a bit of texture in here where it starts to you know, veer away from the Begin suit and venture closer to the Arkham Asylum suit is when you get into the texture of the suit here and the way this chest piece is attached. It's very Arkham Asylum-ish. And I kind of like that. I mean, I actually do like the Arkham Asylum suit, but I like the fact that they didn't copy the suit, or they didn't copy the Hush suit, or any other, you know, the Frank Miller suit. I'm glad they didn't copy it. I'm glad they kind of took, you know, the essence of everything, you know, the movies, the comics, and they redesigned the suit, you know, and I really like that. And I like that with all superheroes, and I hope they, you know, continue to do that. You know, Man of Steel without the shorts, I think that's another great example. I love that suit, and I love the fact that they decided to veer right. It's still Superman, and you know, it still had the essence that he comes from, you know, Krypton and all that stuff. So, you know, it's not reinventing the character, they're just reinventing, you know, the suit. You know, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I know a lot of people would disagree, but so then we get into the upper part of the cowl here. Now, this is another kind of contention with me. Again, this is all personal taste and opinion, so don't jump on me too much. I actually prefer longer ears. Not crazy looking like horns, but, you know, kind of like the Begins, or even a little longer like in the '89 Batman, that's one of the big pluses for that figure when I look at it, is I really like the longer ears. So I'm kind of hoping or wishing they had gone with, you know, that kind of a version. Now, we're assuming this is Ben Affleck, obviously. You can't really tell here. It's like, again, it's a very, very blurry picture. But it's cool, you know. It's really, really cool. And I also love the neck action here. Again, very Panther, Begin-like kind of a look to it. You know, it's really a marriage between the Arkham Asylum suit and the Begin suit. That's what I see. You know, that's my first impression. Now, you guys go to... There's another little thing here that I noticed actually just a couple minutes ago when I put this up. It probably doesn't mean anything, but if you go to this part of the picture right here, you guys, you know, I've already seen this picture already. It looks like there's a face there. Now, it just could be an illusion because it's very blurry, but there's an eye there, and an eye there, and a nose, and teeth. You know, looks like the Joker or something. Ear, you know, feet, legs, 2 feet. I don't know, you guys look at it and tell me what you think. Then we get into the baby in the back here, the tumbler. Well, I shouldn't actually call it the tumbler. Actually, it's probably a little bit of a Freudian slip, because that's what it looks like. Now, we've seen bigger pictures of it, and it's much more aerodynamic, much more pointy, you know, but it still has that off-road look, off-road tires. The other thing that kind of jumped out at me when I first looked at it, my first impression was this part of the car, this part of the cowl, the cockpit, very '89 Batman-ish. You know, that's what I first said. See, it kind of looks like the cockpit on the '89 Batman, a little bit. You know, a little bit. These are just the images that jumped in my head when I seen this picture for the first time. And it's got the wings here, very stealth-like, again, very much like the tumbler. I'm assuming because Nolan's fingerprints are all over this, that they're probably using the same crews that, you know, maybe built the tumbler, that kind of thing. So that would all make sense why this has, you know, a very Dark Knight Arkham kind of a feel to it, although Nolan wasn't involved with Arkham, obviously. But and other than that, I mean, I'm excited. Now, as far as the movie goes, I'm actually more concerned with the movie as far as it is with, you know, our Batman here. The Man of Steel, I mean, the more news I hear with all these additional characters and stuff like that, it actually appears like, you know, Man of Steel 2 is actually becoming more of a Justice League prequel than a Man of Steel sequel. And I don't know if I like that yet. I'm not really too sure. I just don't know which direction they're going. I mean, obviously DC is playing major catch-up with Marvel, and I hope to God the fans or the moviegoers don't have to pay the price for that, because, I mean, I don't want them to jam too much stuff into, you know, one movie. I was kind of really hoping that they would do another Man of Steel with just the Man of Steel, where they, you know, explore the relationship between Lois and Clark. You know, maybe throw a Lex Luthor in there for a villain. I was kind of hoping they would go there before they actually jumped into the Justice League. So, I mean, the way it looks right now, you know, Marvel's already got stuff up on the chalkboard. They've already got stuff from the past. I mean, I kind of liked how Marvel did the whole build-up. They did the Iron Man, they did the Thor, you know, the Captain America. DC doesn't have time to do that, and that's where I hope this Man of Steel 2 doesn't fall because of that, you know, that rush thing. Because the way it looks right now, DC is definitely going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat on this one. But I have all the confidence in Snyder, and I have all the confidence in Nolan, and you know, time will tell. So until I hear some more information on my secret project, I think that's my video for today, guys. I want to thank everybody if you're still watching. So I guess class is in recess, my friends. Wayne's Butler signing off. Peace and love to all.